Hey guys, welcome to another Creative Flow class. So the topic today is how we can integrate creativity and art more into our daily lives. Um, some weeks ago I asked a question about what are your struggles with creativity, what keeps you from being creative in our Creative Flow Facebook group. So some of you answered that actually what you're struggling with is often that you don't know how to start, or it's hard to start. Once you've started, it's all right and you can keep on going for quite some time. But just to find that motivation and that time within your busy schedule sometimes to start with your artworks and your creative projects that you're working on. So I want to give you a few little tips about how to do this today. First of all, I want to recommend you to go back to my video called Micro Movements. It's a really nice tool by creative coach Sark. So this is something that can really help you to get into a routine of starting with things. One of Sark's examples is that she wrote most of her books just by the simple micro movement, the little movement of finding her magic purple pen. She writes all of her books by hand and she writes them with her magic purple pen. And she just has it lying around somewhere close to her couch or her workspace and with some paper. And so just this small action helped her so much into writing her books and really getting into it. Not making up huge plans of when or how she's going to write them, but just this little micro movement that she could do any time of the day, just to find that pen, and just the pen and the empty paper inspired her to write a few sentences and then maybe kept on going to writing a few pages or even a few chapters in one day. So this is something you can try out. But I want to give you a few more ideas. So it's really important that you plan your creative time into your calendar just as other things. Just make it as important as other things that you feel you really need to do. So really make them a priority. And what helped me, for example, was to find a designated time of the week. So let's say maybe every Thursday or every Friday or every Saturday will be your writing day, for example. So this is something that really helped me. So every Thursday, before I get into anything else, I will just put some time into writing on my books, for example. You can make variations of this. So for example, if every Thursday just feels like too much for you to handle, you can just make a plan of writing one chapter of your book every month. Or also, if you feel comfortable with it, you can make a daily routine out of it. You can just designate like half an hour of your mornings or your evenings for writing, for painting, for drawing, and try to make it a habit. Try to do it for at least 30 days, because 30 days is about the time that it takes to form new habits. So after some time it will feel totally natural to you and you won't even have to think about it. It can also really help if you find a designated area of your home where you have all of your art materials already ready. So a thing that can usually stop you from getting into it is if you have the feeling, oh, now I have to find all of my art supplies and prepare them and then put them away again. And this can feel like a hassle. So if possible, if you have some space anywhere, you can set up your designated art area where everything is already ready. So maybe right now you're thinking, oh, I don't really have any space anywhere, but you can just think about, is there any area of your home that you're not really using? So for example, I have a desk in my room that is supposed to be my work desk, but I hardly ever work there. So if I do my graphic design work, I usually work on the couch or in the bed. So I actually never really use that space. So this could be a space for me where I just set up my art materials and then I can just easily go there for 15 minutes or half an hour every day and just maybe sketch something or write something or work on some of my lino cuts. So this is something I can recommend. It can also really help to find some creative companions. So maybe you already have some friends that you know they also want to be more creative in their life, or they're working on some creative projects currently. Or you could try to reach out through some social media channels, through some online portals, or you can just maybe post a piece of paper on one of the blackboards in your close by supermarket, or even put a little newspaper ad to search for some creative companions. And then make up a fixed time every week or every month, if that's something that works better for you, where you really designate a few hours. So I really recommend to at least designate like 3 hours, if you can more, maybe make a whole afternoon out of it, where you all work together on your creative projects and you exchange ideas and you ask each other about the progress. And you can just spend this creative time together, and it will make it so much easier for you to stick to your plans and to not put anything else to be a higher priority and to put in front. If we set up some appointments with other people, it's much easier for us to follow through. You could also think about if there are any times in your daily life that you could use to actually do some creative work. So maybe you're traveling with a train or with a bus a few times a week or one time a week, where you have some extra time that you're maybe usually just spending on your phone. And you could make it a routine to carry a notebook with you or carry a few color pencils with you, something that is easy to always have in your pocket, that doesn't take too much space. And maybe you can put some nice music to your phone or to an MP3 player and always carry it with you, so that you can just plug in your headphones and have a designated creative music, or have a selection of creative music that inspires you. And this will help you to not be distracted by the outside world, by other people in the train or the bus, for example. And yeah, just use this time to maybe write some little poems, do a few sketches of some people in the bus, maybe. Yeah, so I hope these few tips helped you to think of some ideas how to integrate art and creativity into your daily life more easily. In the next class, we will talk about some ideas about how we can find some more quiet time to do art and to be creative if we have children. If you have children, it can be sometimes hard to find some time. So stay tuned for that. Post any ideas and comments and experiences that you want to share just below the video in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel if you want to get some more creative inspirations regularly. And you can also become a part of our creative Facebook group, where we can exchange ideas and discuss all of these experiences. And yeah, it's also called Creative Flow by Anna Marlena. So I hope to see you there. And until next time, I'm wishing you a creative time.